Scott, I suppose my first comment is going to be quite an obvious one, but 3 points, first goal, that's all right, isn't it?
Yes, that's the plan, isn't it, to win every game, and then obviously to try and score as well. But I think it should have been. Listen, it should have been a lot more comprehensive. I was guilty of missing a couple, but after a defeat, you have to bounce back, and listen, that's all you can ask. And it's an away day, so you're winning away from home is always a bonus, regardless of who you're playing. So a good day, and hopefully back it up Tuesday.
The goal, I think you said you'd like to have scored it with the first effort, but it went in, didn't it? And that's what matters.
Yeah, I think if the first goes in, it looks a lot better, but luckily it's come back and I've scored. Yeah, it would have looked a lot better, I'll be honest. And hey, but listen, that is the game of football. Things happen, and I was fortunate that it came back to me. So I can't argue with however it goes over the line.
The record books would just say Hogan scored after 22 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. No one, unless you've watched the game, you're only going to see my name. So listen, it could have been anything if you're just reading my name in the paper. Do you know what I mean? I could have scored from the halfway line. No one knows, do they? But obviously, everyone here today knows it would have been a lot better. But hey, listen, can't argue.
Is that the type of player you are, though? That you kind of, it was kind of a head down, put it through the legs, and just, I don't know, quite a battling goal, if that's right to say.
I don't know if it's a battling goal because I've seen his legs open, so I know what I'm doing there. I think, listen, I should have scored one on the side. I mean, it was a difficult angle, but just couldn't get the ball out of my feet to do what I wanted, and it was a good save. But no, listen, it's I will battle and fight for things because you have to. But with the team that we've got and the way we play, it suits me. And the goal, I've seen his legs open on a good, quite a bit of way, so I thought I'll try my luck, and it's come off, so I can't argue with that.
It's a good away performance overall. Obviously good to get the 3 points and just now maybe start a little bit of momentum, which I think maybe the team's lacked for a little while, actually, probably even before the new manager came in.
Listen, it is what it is. Like, you can only win and beat what's in front of you. So yeah, you won a game and it's done now. So there's a game Tuesday, so you have to think of that. And then regardless of what happens Tuesday, there's a game after that. So I've always think just whatever's in front of you, deal with that, and then deal with whatever comes after that. And if you're 7-8 games after that and you've won a few, then the momentum starts. But I think you should always look at your next game. This one's done now, so move on to the next one.
And your own personal kind of fitness, you've obviously had a bit of time last Saturday, week's training, and now, what did you get, like 62, 63 minutes, was it?
To be fair, yeah, listen, I'm way off it still, and the gaffer knows that, and I spoke to him about it, and I've just said to the lads in there, the worst thing that could happen to me was half time. I should have stayed out and carried on jogging, really, and I might have been all right, but I came out the second half, I did a couple of runs, and I was like, oh no, my legs have gone here. But I've not started a game since, is it February? I thought it was November. Maybe, yeah. And then February, and then before that, the only game started after that was November. So it's it's still going to take a few games for me to get really feeling what I am. But if I can give 60 and then move on and go whatever we need to do. But the gaffer's aware where I'm at. On 60, I was pleased to get through 60. But like I say, second half probably disappeared a bit. Like, people will see that. I was struggling second half, but it's done now, and I can only keep building on what I can do.
You might ache tomorrow.
Huh?
You might ache a bit tomorrow.
No, I've got a kid's birthday party, so I'm not allowed to ache. My daughter's not seen me for 2 days, so there's no way I'm allowed to ache now. She's going to be, I've got to be doing everything tomorrow, and I've got a kid's party where I've got to go and play, so it takes it away. At least I don't have to think about it, do you know what I mean?
No, fair enough, yeah, absolutely. How nice is it to be back in the game, though, because obviously you just been out of the club without a club for a little while and not playing regular football.
Yeah, I mean, like my last season at Birmingham, I just fell out of love with it, and there was a lot of things going on, and it was just questioning, do I want to do it anymore, and is it worth it for me, to be unhappy all the time and things like that. And as the summer dragged on, I was getting a bit itchy, and is there anything there, whatever. Nothing really appealed to me or anything like that, and it was a decision where, do I carry on? But I spent a lot of time at home with my wife and daughter, and I needed a break. I'm joking, she'll kill me. But as it got on, and then the game started, and the season kicks off, and you're like, yeah, listen, I want to play. I'm still fine. Like, I'm 32, but listen, there's no real mileage on my legs or anything like that. So it was a case of, right, well, whatever comes in, I'm going to look at these things now. And obviously, I spoke to the gaffer and Liam literally Thursday, and it was like, that really appeals to me. It's something, I was always focused on being at home, and because I've travelled all my career, but I was like, it does appeal to me, and I found out the train's only an hour, so I'm at home still, you know what I mean? So it just felt like, yeah, go on, I've got years left in me, so it was a case, don't waste it. And like one of the lads who used to play have always said, you've got to play as long as you can. And the minute you stop enjoying it, then really pack it in. But it just appealed to me, and it made me hungry again, and so that's why I'm where I am now.
Well, the kids' party is going to be a lot more difficult than this, isn't it, surely?
There's less pressure.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. There's no pressure, kids' party, I can do what I want.
Thank you.
It felt like everything was headed your way in that first half in particular, and the way you were playing was to bring in everybody else around you, the likes of Alex Gilbey and Joe Tomlinson and Joe White.
Yeah, no, it was all right. Like, I know what they're going to do. The lads how they play football, and it's a case of being there to link up and bring everyone in as a group and play with, in the little spaces that the lads are around. And the good thing is, when it comes into me, there's 3 or 4 lads around you. In fact, so it's a case of doing that, and then sucking the defender onto you or whatever, and then it's the slip passes or whatever. And if they don't want to come with you, and then that leads to the goal. But I think, yeah, they had the left foot one should have just took a touch. But I thought, I'm catching him off guard here. He was running across his goal, so I know what I was trying to do. I just didn't get it quite right, and I'd do the same thing again. And then there was the other one where Kel slipped me in, and like I've just said to you there, like I had it in my mind what I wanted to do. I just couldn't get the ball out of my feet. But I think you'll get chances here, and it's a case of just mixing up your game. And the lads want to play football, so it's nice for me just to be able to lend it to the people. 1 touch, 2, just give it them back, and I'm going to get it back. So, it was good.
I was going to say, like, does the style of football suit your game, do you think?
Yeah, I think it does massively. I've played in some good footballing sides, and I've always done well. But the gaffer really wants to play football here. And when you get the ball, you've got 4 or 5 passes, and it's not 4 or 5 passes in your own half. It's 4 or 5 passes on the edge of the box. So it looks good, and it feels good. It feels like it'll suit me.
And there'll be certainly plenty of chances. They like to get the ball wide, don't they?
Hopefully, yeah. I don't think we didn't really cross the wall or anything today. We didn't need to, which is good because we can do both and mix it up. So it's a good sign going forward that we don't have to go wide. We can go through in the middle and cut people open, which is what we did. We should have been out of sight, but that's football.
How's it been settling into the dressing room?
Yeah, so I'm quite a quiet lad, and I've done what I've done in the game, and the lads they're a close group, so it's a case of seeing what everyone's like, and then but they're a good group, great group, and they work hard and they care for each other, and that's all you can ask in a team.